Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. Another exciting episode of Bob TV, baby. Coming to you drama free. Not a little bit, gotta have that little bit of drama. Is the mega fuel cell going to leak? Won't know till tomorrow, guys. I got it all cleaned up. Epoxy's still a little tacky. Been sitting outside in the oven. Maybe by tonight. But I'm gonna fuel that. What I'm gonna do is put a paper towel down, fill it completely full of fuel, and plumb into my overflow tank, just like it was in the jet. I'm gonna let it sit there overnight. Even the smoke oil tank, I'm going to use fuel and that's about all I can use. I don't have no smoke oil. Don't want to put gasoline in it. We'll just put some jet fuel in it. I'll get it all back out. But that's what I'm going to do. We're going to let it set overnight. Then if there's one little drop, just one, I'm going to cry. Live on YouTube. You go see the Bobo fit. I might even throw a thing or two. Not really. But it's all done. That is like the mega tank, man. That is the beast from the east. But hey, you know what? It weighs about 17 and almost 18 ounces. Okay, that's plumb, ready to go, just like this. This one tank, without nothing in it, weighs 16 ounces. So I almost double, cut that white tank weight in half. Almost. But that's still a lot lighter. That's another half pound out of there, baby. It's just chunks, Ollie. Just coming off in chunks. This thing's going to be amazing. I just cannot wait. This will be, here in Kentucky, will be the highlight of my modeling life. This thing's going to be freaking awesome. I have no doubts in my head at all. There's my wing pylon. And I tell you, before I get to saying how I'm going to mount these. Okay? You guys can tell me what you think. I'm going to take my wing tank, my drop tank. I'm going to make round styrofoam bulkheads, about 1.5 inches thick. I'm going to have 2 of them. I'm going to drill a hole. I'm going to drill some bunch of holes in this, and I'm going to put that bulkhead in there with a hole right here, and I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to glue these brass tubes into my drop tank. Okay, it's going to go all the way through that drop tank. It's going to hold that thing good. I'm going to take these same brass tubes, fix it, go to the hobby store and get some more. And I got a hole drilled. This came out freaking awesome. Use my drill press. But I got a hole through the center. All these, I'm going to mold this with them tubes through there. They go through there. It's just a little bit on the tight side, but I have checked it. Okay. I'm going to mold these with these in there. Then when I lay my parts up, I can put my tube on the inside of this. It's going to be the size bigger. Then goes into there. So this will slide. When you're installing this, you just slide this on. Bam. That's all you do. Nothing holding it to this. Okay. Then I'm going to take this size tubing, and I'm going to put some balsa wood in my wing, and I'm going to glue the size bigger. Again, the same size I put in this. That'll slide right through this. That's glued into there. It's going to slide up into the wing that far. Guys, this will be so solid, and it'll all be tight, nice tight fit. This will just be sitting in there, and it'll be light fiberglass, of course, but it'll just be sitting in there. It'll have two. Probably make them styrofoam too, man. Yeah, we'll just make them styrofoam, even lighter than balsa wood, and glue this on the inside of them. Put these parts together in the mold. All this will be done, set perfect. These are perfect, guys. I did them on my drill press. That was perfectly flat. I took my level for my square. I took my square and I clamped it to this and drilled these holes. So these holes are square this way, especially this way, because this is so long and flat. So these will be perfectly straight up and down and won't bind up when you put them on. But I would do the same thing with these tubes. When I glue them in, when I glue them styrofoam bulkheads in this, I'll have this sitting on top of it. Just put them in there, let it set up like that, and be able to pull them right off with it like that. Bam. And that will be so strong. And real easy to mount too. I'll show you how I'm going to mount it later. I already got you confused enough. You're just going to have to sit tight and watch, because it's going to go fast. I'm going to mold this tomorrow, guys. I just got to sand this and it's ready to prime. We'll hit it with the old 220. Hit it with the old 220. Got my bucket of water. Brand new piece of paper. Cut this bondo right down. I just went ahead and bondoed the whole thing. They're small. They was really pretty smooth. It's got rid of any scratch marks from the belt sander and everything. I'll just have to do it one time and I'm done. I gotta run to the hobby store and get some more brass tubing. I just happen to have that one piece. Besides that, the type size I want to use. Now my goal here in the end is to have nothing sticking out of the wing. When these wing pylons ain't on there, they're going to be flush. There's going to be a hole in them, but they're going to be flush. And there won't be a lot of stuff sticking out. And it'll be the most solid mount you ever seen in your life, man. Won't wiggle, wobble, won't fall out. See, that's what you know, we're getting this. I'm going to end up with a super strong structure made out of styrofoam. You know, guys, I mean, there is a way to keep this stuff light. You just got to be creative and sit back and think about it. You know, you just can't have, you got to care about everything. Every little thing you do to this plane. You know, and I've learned the past few years, I've learned a lot. We all have right here on Bob TV, baby. But I'm really glad Ollie let me do this, you know, guys. Ollie did not ask me to do this. He did not expect me to do this. You know, this was all me. Because I want, this is going to be the highlight of my modeling life, man. And it will always be. And I'm just going to do it the best that it can possibly be done. Now, I'm saying be done. Not by me, but by anybody. I mean, this is it, you know. If someone thinks they can do better, baby, they need to buy them some styrofoam and get busy. You give me a holler when you get close. We'll compare notes. And you know, you always got, especially on RC Universe, you know, them little armchair builders. Been working on a plane, same plane for 10 years, because everything's got to be so perfect, you know. And a lot of them on RC Universe. They sit there and want to talk about what you do, you know, and how to do it right. And I really don't mess with RC Universe that much. Too much drama, man. Some of them guys are ruthless too. I don't have the same attitude, so it'd be better if I just keep my opinions to myself. It's gonna be a nice mold, guys. We'll get some primer on it. Put my pylons on it about dinner time. Get some primer on it about midnight. Do the rivets. It won't take that long to do the rivets. Not that much here. There's only a couple pylons on it, really. But it's done. It's ready to go. Make a plug in a day, baby. Actually, 2 days. Yeah, if you don't quite understand how I'm going to mount them, I'm going to have to do that probably tomorrow, as soon as I can bust out some parts. Because I got to get the wings done. It needs to have to be mounted, so just sit tight and watch for a couple days and you'll see it come together. So I'm going to get that bad boy sanded and get a coat of primer on it, run to the hobby store, and we'll be back with some more from the Goliath fuel cell. It's gotta be the biggest fuel tank I ever seen. But you see it's how it's plumbed. It's really simple. Okay, this is my vent. This just vents to the outside of the airplane. It's where we put the overflow tank to. That's the fuel pickup. Goes into the vent on this side. This goes to our UAT. When that thing starts sucking on that, it just draws fuel right out of the upper tank, and no problem. And just a really simple setup. Bam, and that. I'm not sure about this big old turbine, but we ought to have a solid 6 minutes of flying, because that thing's going to be half throttle, you know, with the gear working. It ain't gonna be full throttle all the time. I'll guarantee you. Especially losing that weight. But we'll see what happens. And we'll